Okay, we at Numbers 32 and 15. Most I said, no, I want to read verse 13. It said, the Most High's anger was kindled against Israel in the wilderness, coming out of Egyptian captivity. And he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Most High was consumed. So it's going to be a whole lot of people got to be consumed in our day and time for the evil that they're doing. And some people going to suffer before they die, or they're going to make sure that he's going to make sure, like he said, give them delusions. And behold, you are risen up in your father's stead an increase of sinful men. Hear that? An increase of sinful men. To augment yet the fierce anger of the Most High toward Israel. But if ye turn away from after him, he will yet again lead them in the wilderness. And ye shall destroy all this people. That's why I say you don't really know the mindset of the Most High when you really think about how he feels about being obedient to him. Look at Deuteronomy, the 10th chapter, and Deuteronomy 10 and 12. It said, and now, Israel, what does the Most High thy power require of thee? But to fear the Most High, thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Most High thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Most High and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. See? But if you don't, it's going to be for your evil that he's going to bring upon you. He said he's going to do it. So, what you going to do? What are you going to do? As for me, I'm going to fear the Most High and do what he say do. Deuteronomy 13 and 4. Deuteronomy 13 and 4. I always say you got a choice, as it says in the word, to choose life or death. We chose death. We chose death. Deuteronomy 13 and 4. If you walk after the Most High, your power, and fear him, you keep hearing it over and over again, and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. See? That's why we got to do what we need to do. But see how people don't think fear is fear. Go back to Proverbs. The Most High tell you something. Proverbs 1 and 26. You say, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, your fear cometh as desolation, you start taking everything that you have away from you, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a tornado or a hurricane. When distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. Then they're going to cry out to the Most High. But I will not answer. That's serious right there, y'all. When you're going through all these changes, the Most High is vexing you, taking everything away from you. You're losing loved ones. You're losing this. You're losing that. That's calamity is calamity. Like a whirlwind spinning around and taking everything. When it leaves, nothing's there. That's how he say he gonna do people. But he can't touch you because you indisposable. It can't happen to you. It can't happen to any of us. But if you are doing what the Most High says to do, then you have more chance that it won't happen to you. But if you're not, then you in sin, then hey. Then it's sad because it happened to somebody that you love and they might not be in the truth. You say, okay, I'll show you. I'll deal with you in a way that you will not understand. And it has done this. Hear me, what I'm saying. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. So if he ain't answering, and where you gonna get your answers from? The way you think? The way you feel? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. When all these things are happening, and you seeking him and can't find him, what you gonna do then? Big bad Israelite, what you gonna do then? Talk to me. Tell me what you gonna do. Most High ain't got nothing to do with you. Only thing you have is the devil, who you trusted in, who you believed in. For that they hated knowledge. They hated knowledge. What it tell you? Verse 7, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. They hated knowledge. You say, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can't tell them nothing. You can't give them this wisdom. They don't want to hear it because they wicked. That's how you know people are wicked. They don't want to hear this. Oh, something's wrong with them. You better know to who you deal with. For that they, verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. They ain't afraid of the Most High. But they'll point the finger at you. Like we the teachers, they'll point the finger at us in a minute. And try and say, we dealing with this, we dealing with that, but you handle the Bible and say, talk to me. Prove your point. Let's go before the throne of the Most High and prove your point. They don't want to do that. But yet still, they can speak out against you in their own way. But thus say the Most High. You got to deal with the Most High on this. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. They were none of my counsel. This is counsel. They despise all my reproof. Say they despise all this reproof. So a lot of times the Most High say he love, he chasten them. They done went through pain and suffering and stuff. They still don't be wicked. So it ain't enough though. They ain't hear you, so he got to bring more on it. Trust me. I'm sitting here in pain right now. So I don't know if he love me. He say he love me, he chastens, but I know that, hey, he'll get you. Believe that. They were none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Hear that? They eat of the fruit of their own way. And be filled with their own devices. See? So, when you look at, you believe in what you believe in this world, it's here the conclusion of the whole matter. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. It's the conclusion of the whole matter. What does it say first? Fear the Most High. He got getting away from it. He say, fear the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man and woman. Hear that? To keep his commandments. Fear the Most High first and foremost. But if you're not afraid of him, you ain't scared of him, then hey, he know your thoughts. You know, he know your thoughts. He know how you feel. He know that you sitting there thinking, pointing the finger at me, probably, some of you out there, or whoever it is that have brought it to you. As real could be. But you better understand and overstand what the Most High says in Ecclesiastes 23:19. I can't bring it out enough. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. See, you care about how somebody look at you. Let me make sure I look a certain way when you go out to present yourself, or the way somebody see you. They don't want you don't want to people don't want you don't want people to see you in the way you really are, in your evil, wicked ways. You don't want to see that. Therefore, you only fear the eyes of men, how they looking at you. And knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. The secret things you think he's not seeing, he's seeing everything. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. You hear that? He knew everything before they was created. He knew what he's going to do. That's why it says, Ecclesiastes 12:13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. But this is the whole duty of man. The whole duty of man. For the Most High, through Mashiach Yahushua, shall bring every work into judgment. Everything that we done in these mortal bodies is going to be brought into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See? So you're going to pay now, you're going to pay later, but we going to pay. And you're going to pay. Everybody going to pay. One way or the other. Either you're going to say, well done, my good servant. Or you're going to say, cast him into the lake of fire, where the worms never die and the fires never quench. And it's sad because we got to deal with that. Even in the kingdom. We got to see that. Keep us on track. Bet you that. 2 Corinthians 5:10. Most High will if we there. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in this body. See the things you've done in this body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. You see that? You're going to pay one way or another. You're going to pay now, you're going to pay later. You might pay now and still pay later. A lot of people paying now and paying later too. As it is written. You see what it said? Just like we just read in Ecclesiastes 12, that's all they had was a law and the prophets when you read the New Testament. We must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach Yahushua, that everyone may receive the thing done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. Say, knowing therefore the terror, not the love and happiness and joy of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, we persuade men. But we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience the way you think. I hope you will think about this, because that judgment is coming. And go to Revelations, the 20th chapter, and verse 12. You say, I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and a Mashiach Yahushua, and the books were open. See, these books are recording everything that we do. The book's going to be open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. It's the book of everlasting life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. See that? According to what you've done in these mortal bodies. If you shun the Most High's word, and you say you're going to do it your way, I did it my way. Okay, you do it your way. But Mashiach Yahushua said, I'm the way. But you going to do it your way? You contrary to the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. So it said, hey, when the books are open, the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. Because everything is being recorded. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it. The sea going to give up the dead that was in it. And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. Everything's being judged. And they will judge every man according to their works, according to things that you've done in these mortal bodies. If you were good, you kept the laws of the Most High, and love the Most High with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love thy neighbor as thyself. All the laws based upon them two principles. Or if you didn't, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So if your name's not written in the book of life, that's what this is all about, brothers and sisters. That our names can be written in the book of life. If not, then what you in this for? What are you doing? You chose this for what reason? Or maybe you're not chosen. Maybe you know, like I said, it's a revolving door. People go and come. Just like it's day and night. Every day you have day and night, so people come and go. But the end of that person that has been called into this truth, and the Most High took all that time to work with them, and they took the mark of the beast, which is anything that will allow you to be joined into the system, a system that's contrary to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. That's anything. You can be cast into the lake of fire. Point blank. That's your destiny. It's sad, but there are people that's already waiting on it. Look, Revelation 19. Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. And that's any one of you that don't want to follow the rules and regulations of the Most High. Because you're going to learn now, you're going to learn later. You're going to be made to learn, or you're going to perish. Point blank. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. See that? They're going to be cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. Oh, yeah. This ain't something that you can look at and think that you're going to be all right. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. That's why he said, Revelation 18:4, he said, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Come out of the ways of this system, the world. We already defined the Most High's people as the children of Israel, Exodus 3:10. That you be not partakers of her sins. See? But if you sinning, then you're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. And that you receive not of her plagues. Hear that? I just did a song. It's going to be a lesson on plagues on this earth. You can look up the breakdown of 2nd Ezra 16th chapter. For her sins have reached unto heaven. The Most High have remembered her iniquities. You hear that? That's what you join to. You join to the system. The system is set up in sin. So if you join to the system that's sinning, and you sinning, then you gonna fall by the sword. He already said he gonna kill you. We read that earlier. Hebrews 11. I'm just about finished. Hebrews 11 chapter. In verse 23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. You're talking about give up your child. They weren't afraid of the king's commandment. I'm here because it's showing you, he's saying, come out of her. That mindset where you see Moses' family say, hey, they weren't afraid of the Pharaoh's commandment. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, when he came up to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. See, I'm an Israelite. I'm not an Egyptian. He refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High, who he was of the tribe of Levi, of the 12 tribes of Israel, than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. See, some of you, you're going to enjoy the pleasure of sin for just a season, and he's going to cut you off. You're going to get it. You're going to esteeming the reproach of Mashiach. You that? Esteeming the reproach of Mashiach. Greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, than the treasures in America. This is spiritual Egypt right here. Spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, tells us in Revelation 11 and 8. For he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. You that? And that reward is what? His name being written in the book of life to live forever and ever and ever. That's the reward. So, we have a kingdom, y'all, that's prepared for us already. Just waiting on us to get it together. And those that are, you know, Most High gonna see that you make it. He's laboring to make you perfect. And those that are not, hey, well, Most High have mercy and grace on you. And with that, I say shalom. I'm out.